At the heart of every paddler beats a passion for water, competition, and conservation. This unique podcast aims to unite all the paddling styles and stories under one common heartbeat. This is the Paddler's Pulse.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us again at the Paddler's Pulse. So this is a real quick, just a quick moment to chat with my good man, Clarke.
Hey.
Earlier today, we were talking a little bit about prone, and I saw the excitement on his face as he was unraveling this. And I thought, you know what, guys? We need to share this. We need to bring this to our little tribe.
Prone, baby.
So it's prone time, baby. Clarke, tell me a little bit about your newest experience of paddling, which is prone.
I gotta say, I had no idea how much fun prone would be. And I love the other paddle sports, but with any paddle sport, anytime you get into a new one, you get pretty excited. And I've been battling it a little bit recently. A couple years ago, I did my first race, my first experience with it, and it was amazing. Then it kind of went dark for a little bit, and then it brought it into my life again. And I'm borrowing a board right now and having a blast.
Sweet. What was you had told me a story? I want to hear this again. You had told me a story about, how even when surfing, you would just kind of like float around on your belly and paddle around. Tell me that.
Yeah, so long before I even knew prone paddling was a sport, when I would go surfing a lot, if the waves went dead, I would go exploring. I would take my surfboard and just go paddling out to the kelp beds or
just
explore.
Randomly around.
Yeah, just out to some random reef. And
I love it.
I was paddling one spot, and I kind of took off for a couple hours and ditched all the people and ended up at the end of this random lighthouse and some boat there that you can only get to by boat, or if you paddle your surfboard 4 miles. Was sitting there, and he's like,
"Wait, it was how long?
4 miles.
Wow, just cruising around on your surfboard for 4 miles.
And just out and going, and he's like, "Where'd you come from?" I'm like, "Over there." And he's like, "Wow, you can have any wave you want, man."
Nice.
And I was quickly replying, I don't have any energy for any waves.
Way too tired, dude. I'll watch you.
But yeah, so I was kind of doing this long before I even knew that there was a paddle sport dedicated to going fast on a board. And so when I found somebody with a board to borrow, I pounced. I was like, "Oh man!" And my old outrigger coach always used to tell me, "Dude, try a prone, man. You're gonna love it."
Nice.
He always encouraged me to do that. So
you were just getting into outrigger probably, and kind of like, "Oh, I got surfing, I got outrigger. I'll give that another shot at some other time."
And that's what happened. Another time came down the road, and I was quickly learning how right he was.
Nice.
How great prone is.
Nice.
And there's people who've been doing prone long before me that knew this. But
Right.
This is just kind of my story of like getting a chance to try it and do a couple races. And boy, they're onto something.
Nice. I like it. What was your first race like?
My first race.
Ocean race?
It was an ocean race.
Yeah.
I borrowed the board the night before. And man, it was tippy. I fell in more than I was dry, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I like it.
So I had a quick crash course, if you will, the night before. And then hopped in an ocean race the next day and fell in maybe 3 or 4 times. Tried to do a buoy turn, having no idea how to do a buoy turn. But despite all the challenges, it was really, really fun. And it feels fast down there.
Yeah. You're really close to the water. So what were the swells like?
Well, when you're on your belly, just about everything's head high. So that's pretty nice. It wasn't big swells that day, but just you're so close to the water. You feel every incline. You feel every decline. You're really connected.
I would imagine.
That's got to be one of the coolest things of all the paddle sports is how connected you are when you're paddling a prone.
So for somebody who maybe does SUP now, or outrigger or surf ski, like you're on your stomach and you're paddling, almost like swimming, but you have a board, so you're faster probably, right?
You know what? I'm pretty convinced that you're not as fast maybe as stand-up, but you feel faster.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're closer to the water.
It
flies by.
Everything is so gratifying with every paddle stroke. You're seeing the water right in front of you pass by. And so it feels as fast as any other paddlecraft out there, even though for my tracking speeds and stuff, it's not. It's not as quick as, for me, when I do stand-up, I go quicker.
Okay.
Outrigger and surf ski, tremendously faster.
Yeah, okay.
But it sure feels fast down there.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
so that's kind of cool. It's very gratifying.
And you're covered in water. I mean, you're getting like spray in the face and your hands are completely wet. Did they go cold?
Yeah. They've even got a race up in Long Beach called the Cold Hands Paddle.
Oh, I love it.
This is definitely one of those sports where you're going to get wet and you're going to get exposed to the elements more than stand-up, where you can go a whole paddle and not even get wet.
Nice.
I did a workout a couple nights ago where I was a little wussy out, and I decided to do stand-up because I didn't want to get as cold as I might have if I'd done prone.
Oh, wow. So it's kind of a hardcore sport for people who do it, especially, I guess, during the winter.
It's definitely hardcore.
Yeah.
But I think that scares
props to all those prone people. That was a lot of peas.
A lot of peas. But you know what? You're right. Props to them, because this is a in-your-face kind of in the element sport, which I think intimidates a lot of people. And I would love to let this little discussion here encourage more people, maybe in the stand-up area, to try prone.
Oh, I like that.
Man, they're not going to be disappointed.
Nice.
And I'm not saying it's better than stand-up.
No, nothing really
but
is.
It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love that.
And there's one thing that I was talking to a friend about is the connection. There is no paddle between you and the water.
Yeah.
You are fully immersed. Your hand is diving down into the water, and if it's shallow, you got eelgrass maybe hitting your hand, and you are fully connected. Your body is flowing with the swells. Your arms are in. Even when you're up on your knees, you're a little higher up, but you're still fully engaged with the water. And there's no paddle to separate you from the water. And that's pretty neat and special.
And in the elements, too.
Definitely in the elements.
What happens if you don't put sunscreen on your feet? I just thought of that. I don't know, because I'm barefoot all the time. So I thought, I mean, we're always barefoot in our paddlecraft, but still, like, they're facing up, right?
Your soles are going to be hurting. I haven't thought of that either. I'm sure there's
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay. So prone people out there, what do you guys do about your feet? We want to know, right? Write in, give us a call, like let us know what do you do with your feet? Anyway. So yeah, cool. I wanted to just like get a little piece of that. I think we're gonna unravel that awesome prone mystery and its history. That rhymed, but a little bit more in the future. But I wanted to just you were super excited about it, and I was like, let's talk about it. Let's get it on. And let's see what we can hear from our peeps out there.
Yeah. So if you guys get a chance, borrow a board from a friend.
Yes.
Go to your local shop and see if they have a demo. You won't be disappointed, because the boards out there are fast. They're getting more stable. You're going to have a good time. Try it out.
Sweet. And we want a progress report if you can. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for any other thoughts? You good? Yeah, wow. Yeah. Okay, thanks for joining us, guys. And as always, please, if you like what you hear, share it with a paddle friend and subscribe below. And go to thepaddlerspulse.com and tell us what you want to know. Tell us what you want to hear, who you want us to talk to. This is all driven by you. So thank you again, and we will see you on the water.
Thanks for dropping by to listen in. You, yes you, are the great people that bring paddling to life. Join us next time, and please don't keep us a secret. Like us on iTunes, share with your buddies, and keep the Paddler's Pulse pumping. See you on the water.